Hi creative kids and creative teachers, welcome to the How to Paint a Polar Bear tutorial. First we'll have to start with the things you need. The first thing we need is canvas. You can find great affordable ones at Michael's. The next important material is paint. What would you do without the paint in a painting? You can choose either tempera or acrylic. There's a couple differences. Tempera paint is often washable and has less chemicals, so it's great for the younger kids, while acrylic has a much more solid color. So if you color one paint color upon another color, it's harder to see through. It also mixes better. It's just better for coverage on the canvas, but acrylic sometimes has more chemicals, so this is probably better for older kids. Now, the next important material for painting is a paintbrush. As you can see here, we have two different types of paintbrushes. There's a lot of paintbrushes. Some are smaller, some are larger. But the two main types are round, which are the ones that you see with the thinner tip, and then flat. Flat has the flat head on top. Round paintbrushes tend to be better to paint different details. You can use less paint because they pull up a little bit more paint than the flat brushes when you do the details, and you kind of have to be able to work it by using the very tip or the edge. So try and put just paint on the edge when you use the round paintbrushes. Now, flat paintbrushes are a little different. Flat paintbrushes, especially the large one, are better to cover larger surfaces. If you're not just painting one fine little detail but a larger surface, or you need a little less control of it because you're painting a lot, you're going to use the flat paintbrush.
First couple steps is prepping your canvas for your students' work. So here we have a 5-pack of canvases, so we're going to open those. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our pattern, which is this bear. As you can tell, I've transferred some of them already to the canvas, and we're going to take carbon paper. Here's our carbon paper. So we're going to place our carbon paper with the drawing side down on top of our canvas. I like to line it up with the corners so I could kind of see and fold these over, so I could, sorry about that, fold them over so I could see how big the canvas is. And so what we do next is we take our pattern and we put it on the canvas, and you could use some tape to tape it for the kids. My group is a lower age group, so they're much younger group. So my group is from ages kindergarten to grade 2. So I actually do the tracing myself, and what I do is I trace each line on my bear. This is going to be our painting. And you have to press down a little and make sure that it stays in the same spot. But I'm going to fast forward this a little bit, but I'm going to trace each line.
The next step is mixing colors. I mix the paints for the little guys. If you have older kids, they can totally mix by themselves. I always add a little bit of white because the colors are so pure in the actual colors that I buy for tempera and acrylic, but that's really to your prerogative. So here are all my colors mixed to put onto my canvas. All this worked, and now it's the fun time. So the first step we're going to do is color the background. So as you can see here, my student has a lot of the background colored, but she's doing the background and she's contouring around her actual shape. The next step we're going to do is actually paint the bear itself and the pieces inside the bear.